Okay, let's get rid of Ripley here. Let's hide that there. Good evening. Can I have a sound check, please, from someone? It's normally Tony, actually. Am I sounding okay? Can someone give me a 5 times 5? That'd be great if you could. Let's have a look. Hello. Let's have a look. Everyone hear me? Sounds okay. Good. Thank you, Amanda. Good. And let's say hello to people then. Good evening, Mascara Snake. Good evening, Tony, non-violent extremist. Good evening, Ron. It's been a while, Ron. Nice to see you. Welcome back. You're not sleeping at the moment. You'll be in bed in about an hour, probably. Nice to see you, Ron. Good to have you back. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, Ron, about the weather. Hello, Amanda. And anyone else who's watching. There's only 5 watching so far. We've got 6 now. So we'll just wait see for a few people to arrive. Whilst I'm waiting for a few people to arrive, let's do the legal stuff. So let's get onto my notes. So first of all, welcome to the show. And that first tune, the opening tune that you heard, again, was from the YouTube file of tunes that you're allowed to play. And that was a tune was called Cumbria City by Anne Joni, or Anne Jone. Joni, is it? I don't know. It's a funny old name, isn't it, really? And obviously, like normal, or the habit I'm getting into, I'll be playing my a second tune whilst people go and have a little break for a couple of minutes halfway through the show. Welcome to the Healthfreedom chat show. And let me get the legal declaration out of the way. My name is Robert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a Dr. Robert. I'm here for your fun and entertainment only. Okay. If you want some legal advice from a doctor or any health advice, go and see your MD or your GP or any other healthcare profession. This show is purely for fun and information. So thank you very much for that. And let's have a look then. So tonight we're going to be talking. I don't know if you saw the fish. We're going to be talking about essential fatty acids, in particular omega-3 fish oils, and why they're essential for your health. We've also got some stories tonight from the Daily Snail, of course, my favourite paper to pick up all my stories. And some of the stories I'll be covering tonight is why you should exercise in the morning to lose weight, and in the afternoon if you have diabetes. AI gives its top 5 tips to lose weight, more weight stuff. Okay. There's a row at the General Medical Council as doctors accuse the regulators of failing to tackle medics who spread Divok jab conspiracies. From taking a hot shower before bed to filling a sock with rice. Ways to stop your hay fever getting worse or even starting. The bizarre movement resurrecting women's flailing sex drives by giving them mind-blowing orgasms. Yeah, there you go. And breast is really best. Kids breast for at least a year are 38% more likely to get A's in exams, a study finds. And disposable vapes like Elf and Geek bars should be banned entirely, say top paediatricians wanting to stamp out UK's kids' e-cig epidemic. And lastly, if we get time, I'm a diet coach, and there's a simple way men can add inches to their penis. They need to stop acting like victims. There you go. Let me say here and now, I'm not a victim. So there you go. We've got 9 people now in the chat. Let's catch up with the chat. So yeah, if you just missed that, I've just been going through what I'm doing tonight. And of course, not forgetting the legend at the end of the show where we have, yes, the TV, film and trivia questions for you to test your grey matter. Grey. There you go. Test your grey matter and see how what your knowledge is like with TV and film trivia. I have got the other one still, but that one was given to me, and I've looked through it, and I thought they were quite good actually. So I'm gonna test your TV and film trivia knowledge tonight. Who else is in? Who else is rocked on tonight? Miss Blue Sky. Hello, Miss Blue Sky, and Kitty's here as well. Welcome aboard, Kitty. And people are just saying hello to each other there. Jimmy's in as well. Hi, Jimmy. How you doing? And anyone else? I don't think that's it. I think that's about it, isn't it? And hello to all the people that are watching the replay. We get about up to 100 people watch the show, so that's good. So hello to everyone who's can't watch live and is watching the replay. So welcome aboard. And don't forget, we also have an after chat as well show right at the end. We're gonna like on Raconteurs News, we do an after chat show where, including myself, we can get up to 10 people in the after chat, and it's a nice little community hub where people get together and talk bollocks, really, if you see what I mean. I saw Ron made a comment back there about the weather. The weather is absolutely dreadful. I want weather reports from your parts of the country. Please tell me what part of the country you're in. You know, you can say like particular town you're in, or if you want, and just give me your report. Give me your report of your weather, please. Because here in Bedfordshire, we're in the Shires, you know. It's been pretty awful. It really has been pretty awful. It was about 15 degrees here today. Popped out to the shop, had to pop. Well, I did a few things today. I went up to the allotment and I picked my garlic, of which I'm going to show you some of my garlic shortly. I picked my garlic today and I did a little video on it as well, a little short. And it was okay. The weather was okay, but it's a little bit chilly. It's a chilly wind going on. There seems to be some extremes going on in the country. It seems like the middle of the country maybe is not getting the weather. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing. It's June, isn't it? And today's show is a 66. 6 of the 6, 2023, which is 2 6s, 2 3s is 6. So we're almost 666. Jimmy loves that number. Anyone see Jimmy's show on Saturday? I was part of it. It was very good. He's now streaming on his private server. Let's put that up actually. Let's have a look. Raconteurs News. Let's go and find that. There it is. Let's click on that. Right. Let's click on that. Then let that come up. And then I'm going to... Here it is. So we'll post that here. Copy that. And come back to myself here. And then I'm going to post it here. There we go. So I've posted it in the... And I'm just going to show it as well. There we go. Look. So if you want to watch the show, want to watch Jimmy's show, which he does now, 10 o'clock on Saturdays, please do so. It's he did a good show, actually. He really did. Chris is in. 22 degrees with clear blue skies in Worthing. Cheers for that, Chris. Lovely. Yeah. And Tony says... right, Chris, I don't believe you. I still believe you're in Din's basement. No, Tony, you didn't get there. Is Dinny watching tonight? Who knows? Yeah. It's a cold wind. Chris is 14 here with Ron. 14 here with a cold wind. And we know Ron's in Hertfordshire. Yeah. Well, you are down near the coast, aren't you there? Cheers for the link, Robert Healthfreedom. You're welcome, Mascara. No problem. No problem, sir. Yeah. I'm trying to get as many people to watch it. You can get it on your phone. It's a little bit difficult. I did explain this to Jimmy. Let's get rid of that, by the way. I did explain this to Jimmy I don't think it's anything Jimmy can do. But yeah, when you're on your phone and you want to... when you go onto the show, it automatically gives you a random name, and then you can change it and say, I'm Mascara Snake, for example. But when you want to type messages, you have to put your phone the other way round. So yeah, you have to. So instead of it being like that, you have to then go like that to bring up the to be able to type, or you have to tap into the bottom, and it's just a little bit difficult, to be honest with you. And but when you're on your computer, it's absolutely fine. It's a bit like YouTube. It really is. So, and it's very private. And Jimmy has kindly said I can jump on his channel. So if I ever get a ban, which will be inevitable, probably, then I can also do that. James is in the house as well. Hi, James. Welcome aboard. Landscape mode. Thank you very much, Miss Blue Sky. Yep, landscape mode. That's the one. Yeah. So I'll just recap again. Tonight we're going to be talking about omega-3 fatty acids, in particular fish oil. And also we've got some stories from the Daily Snail. I won't go over them again. I'll just talk to you about them anyway. And we've also got a little trivia, TV and film trivia at the end as well, to tempt you to stay on board and just fight through this show and the information I give you. Anyway, how are you? I've just had to change a light bulb. Have you gone back to old light bulbs yet? Can you get old light bulbs? Look, I get mine from Fleabay, and some of them are a bit dodge. I've had a few that have only lasted a week, but they're, I can buy a packet of 18 or something for like 12 quid or something. I don't know. But these are much nicer than those bloody LEDs, So, yeah, get them off eBay if you can. Go back to the old-fashioned light bulbs. They're so much more healthier for you. And what else was I going to turn around and say to you about? So I've got my garlic as well. I dug my garlic up today in my allotment, and I'll show you it. Mm-hmm. Look, it's all here. Look, it's all here. Look, I'll show you one of the bulbs. There we go. Look, I haven't even cleaned it. Look, here we go. Look, a couple of bulbs there. Not bad size. Move that back there. There we go. Yeah, I planted some garlic in my partner's garden last year, and we've just picked that, and that's really nice. But there you go. You can see it's a nice size. Not bad bulbs, But these were the bulbs that were already in the allotment when I took it on, and it's lovely, isn't it? I got back into my car this afternoon after I'd left it in the car, and the car stunk of garlic. But yeah, I'm very happy about that. Got about 20 bulbs of garlic. So, garlic dealer, Chris, absolutely. Yep. There we go. Yep. Yeah. Do you want to buy some garlic? And I got 30 bulbs that I planted about 36, 38, something like that in my partner's garden. And they were the French variety, and they came up really well. We literally just picked them this week as well, and they come up really well. Oh, you think I peeled them up too early? Need to take the green off, or they will keep growing and drain your bulbs. Okay, thanks for that, Jim. I thought you plait them. I thought that's what you used to plait them, mate. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm going to plait them, why do you think I've pulled them too early? Why would you say that? They look like they were ready to me. But please, you enlighten me. You're the one who knows. Jim says I have LED bulbs and the old connectors. They last really a long time and use very little lecky. But true, the light is different. Yeah, I don't think it's very healthy for your eyes, Jim. I really don't. And everything that I've read is it's not good for your eyes. So yeah, I'd rather, and I just don't like the light. I really don't like the light, and I think we don't know what sort of effect it's going to have long term on our eyes, do we? At this stage, like I said, I thought you pulled them up a little bit too early myself. Kitty is everyone's a garlic expert all of a sudden. Well, the garlic that I pulled up, it was really, really had some garlic bread with it because you can use it. I think they are fine. Amanda says leave them too long, the cloves split and they don't keep as long. Okay, there you go. Okay, yeah, I think you just got to keep them in a cool, dry place, haven't you? Tony's saying those look like 50-watt bulbs. Yeah, what is that? The 50-watt lube bulbs? No, they're proper. These are 60-watt bulbs, Tony. There you go. Or you talk on about my garlic bulbs. There we go. Look, 60 watts. See? Yeah. Anyway, have you got a drink? I've got a drink here. Tonight's offering is Ringwood Brewery Boondoggle. Boondoggle. It's a 4.2. There we go. a boondoggle, and once again, as I like to say, it's a pound. Sound as a pound. Ron, what are you drinking tonight? Jimmy, what are you drinking? What do you drink, Jim? What lager do you drink? Is it just? Do you have a particular lager or something? I tell you what, I do like the Polski lager. That's very nice. Cheers, everyone. Bottoms up. That's quite fruity. Ron's on whiskey. Right, so Jim says, because they still have the leaf on, Rob, perhaps they will be okay because they are turning yellowish, but they will still photosynthesize and use the bulb as food. I see. Tony's on Skull. Mascara Snakes on Tesco Red Label tea. And Ron's got some cloudy cider in the fridge. Jimmy says, I just drank some Polish Gak, Rob, 5.2, but I like it. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, is it? I wonder if it's the same one. Is it the one in the white tins? I really like that. Skull I used to drink, Tony. I used to drink Skull years ago. I used to really like Skull. And also, Tony's. I'm drinking old Rick Simpson. Yeah, RSO. And Chris says BBC Panorama was highlighting how toxic ultra-processed food is last night. Well, I wouldn't know, Chris, but thanks for that update because I don't have a telly. Well, I can get the BBC on the computer if I wanted because I've paid my license fee. What else? Oh, Amanda's drinking a posh latte, and Chris is having some almond nuts and tea. Chris, aren't you popping down to Asda in your Mazda? You normally do. You normally rush off. You know, how is everyone all right? What have you had? What I had? I'll tell you what I had for my dinner tonight. I had scampi tonight and salad with homemade coleslaw. Yep, scampi salad and homemade coleslaw. It was very, very nice. And Mascara Snake says, I'll say it. Fuck the BBC. There you go. Because I do make this that you it's not suitable for children. And Ron hasn't watched TV since 2010. About the same as me, Ron. To be honest with you, about that. Maybe about 2011, something like that. And Miss Blue Sky doesn't. I drink no alcohol because I don't like the taste. LOL, with a yucky face there. Well, again, yeah, it's not everyone's choice, is it? It's not everyone's choice. Good show last night from Cookie and Pete again. I've got some memes I can share. Let me have a look. Here we go. It's probably not relevant to the show, but I want to show this about cash. Even though I'm not a great lover of cash, because it can deflate and stuff like that. But let me share it with you. Hang on a second. Present, share screen. Where is it? Entire screen. Share. There we go. Let's do that. This one. A cashless society means zero cash, no car boot sales, markets, no tooth fairy, piggy banks, no saving cash for a rainy day, no tipping the waiter or hairdresser, no giving to the homeless, no giving to busking musicians, no selling unwanted items for cash, no buying anything with privacy. 100% digital currency means your life is 100% dependent on a power source and the internet. Every penny you receive will be recorded and every transaction will be tracked. There we go. And here's another one. There you go. I like that. Not far now, not long now. And here's another one. This is a very much a health one. Brave enough to inject unknown substances into the body, but afraid to breathe air. And here's another one. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. There you go. If I pick up good memes from when I'm watching a show or something, I just screenshot them. And I like to do that. I feel like the purple man is me. There. So, yeah. Stop sharing that. Let's come back to the show. What you got to say about that? So let's have a look. Miss Blue Sky says, Scampi is lush. Ron says, Scampi is not good bottom feeders. Okay, Ron. Don't know what you mean there, but okay. Chris has already been down to the shops already. That's good. Good. I have a phone. I don't think many people knew about the first show, to be fair. Oh, Miss Blue Sky is saying about, to Kitty, try it. It's probably better experience on the tablet. Talking about Jimmy's show on Saturday nights. Don't forget, tune into Raconteur's News on Saturday nights. He's now got a private server where Jimmy can say what he bloody well likes. Lucky man. We'll build it up for Jim. We really will. Balloons also deflate, but I still like them. Okay. I never touch insects off the sea, says Ron. The chicken's in. Good evening, Mr. Chicken. Where the fuck have you been? Yeah. And what are you drinking tonight, Spanish? What lager is it? I want to know what brand. You haven't been here, so I'll show you it again. There you go. There's mine tonight. I've got another one of those fruity ales, only because it's £1. It's normally £2.25, and I got it for £1. I love a bargain. Well, we've done 27 minutes of me talking absolute loveliness to you so far. Don't forget, coming up, end of the show. Yes. Should we do a story? Okay, so let's go to my first story. Which one do I want to? Which one do I want to do? That one, or should I do that one? No, let's. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so let's share the screen. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and come back here. Right then, so StreamYard, we're going to present. Now, what I've noticed, I tried this earlier, so forgive me if I get a bit crackly. Hey, Mia Media Mogul's in the house as well. Nice to see you, Mia. Welcome aboard. And when I share screen, I don't know why, but my microphone tends to crackle when I'm moving the screen up and down. So I don't know what's going on. So forgive me for that. But it does seem to only be very temporary. Let's share screen. Here we go. So let's come back to that. Kids breastfed. Yes, breast really is best even. Kids breastfed for at least a year are 38% more likely to get A's in exams, study finds. Breastfeeding for longer could help children do better in their exams. Children breastfed for at least a year were 38% more likely to get a high pass, the equivalent to an A or an A star in their English GCSE exam compared to children who were not breastfed, a study found. These children were 39% more likely to get the same top grade in their maths GCSE. I think this is really fascinating. I think, again, it goes back to the fact that, you know, I think mothers have been really encouraged to not breastfeed. And at the first, sign of it's being difficult, they give up, which is a shame. But I'm not a mother. I hear it's very difficult. My two boys were breastfed, I think, for at least 6 months, maybe longer, actually. I'm not even sure. Breast milk contains important polyunsaturated fatty acids, which are believed to boost brain development. The study involving almost 5,000 children in England found those breastfed for at least 4 months were around 12% more likely than non-breastfed children to pass at least 5 GCSEs, including English and maths, with the equivalent of a low B or high C grade. Some previous studies suggesting children breastfed for longer are more intelligent have faced criticism. This is because they failed to take into account that children are breastfed for longer tend to have more educated and well-off mothers whose children may do better at school because of these advantages. But the new research found a link between exam results and being breastfed, even when accounting for parents' social economic position based on their jobs and level of education. It also took into account mothers' intelligence, which was tested by giving women a vocabulary test of 20 words. However, the researchers note that the difference in exam results linked to whether teenagers were breastfed is modest, and they did not look at the other factors, including children's family wealth directly, which could make a further difference to their achievement at school. Dr. Rene, blah, 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 lead author of the study from the University of Oxford, said better exam results appear to be another of the well-known benefits of breastfeeding. And so breastfeeding should be encouraged, but only where it is possible for women. For those who are not able to breastfeed, they should not feel guilty and be worried about their child's academic achievement, as the differences we saw in exam results associated with breastfeeding were not large, unlike some breasts. The study published in the Journal of Archives of Disease and Childhood looked at nearly 5,000 children born between 2000 and 2002 who were part of the previous millennial cohort study. Almost a third of these children had never been breastfed based on a survey of mothers, which was part of the study. The rest of the children were sorted into groups based on how long they were breastfed, ranging from less than 2 months to more than a year. The Oxford researchers analysed the GCSE results of those state school children, some of whom were graded from A to F, but most of whom were given the new modern grading system from 1 to 9. Children breastfed for at least a year were 25% less likely to fail their English GCSE with less than a 4 or equivalent of a D or lower under the old system compared to those not breastfed at all. Researchers looked at children's total score of 90 based on the new grading system for the 8 highest GCSE achieved by each pupil, with English and maths double counted because they are a core part of the curriculum. Children breastfed for longer than 4 months scored 2 or 3 points higher for this total GCSE compared to those never breastfed. In general, children breastfed for longer did better in exams, although the strongest results were seen in those breastfed for longer than a year. There we go. What do you say to that, people? What do you think of that? I think that's a very interesting thing. I think breast milk has got some remarkable things in it that maybe we just don't understand. Like I said, I was breastfed, and it was always the way. But again, you've got companies going out to Africa and encouraging women to not breastfeed and to use products, like powdered milk and stuff. I mean, is there some sort of conspiracy going on? I don't know. I know some mothers really do struggle to breastfeed, but there are classes for them to do it. I mean, I think it's got to be better. What do you say? I think breast is is the way forward. It's the most natural way, and I quite like that story. I thought it was good that it did demonstrate. It was only a small cohort of people, but it'd be interesting to see if they if 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 there is a bigger study done and what it actually what it achieves. Let's have a look then. Bertie, someone's got to say it, haven't they? What was the name of that program? Where is Bertie? Come on, name the program, please. I'll come down to it because I'm just going to go to the phone. Chicken says, "Hey folks, just finished work. I'm Ackham's pale ale. Cheers, Ackham's something pale ale. Cheers. Okay, nice one, Spanish. Let's have a look. Bono loves a bit of bitty. Does he? Oh, okay. Ron was breastfed. Well done, my mum, he says. Yep, absolutely. Tony says, my mum called me a tit as she fed me. Does that count? I think it does, Tony. You're a very intelligent man anyway. We don't need exams always to prove how intelligent we are, do we? Snake says, so that's why I'm such a thick twat. Cheers, mum. You're not a thick twat, Snake. Definitely not. I think anyone who's in this gang here is not silly. Harvey or Jordan, aka Katie Price, he must be fucking Einstein. What's she done to her breasts, Tony? They're so huge at the moment, aren't they? They really are. Chris says, if you know more words, does that mean you're more intelligent? I thought it was to do with repeated use of the F, S, and C words. Tony says, Harvey has an IQ of 56 double D. I like that. Poor bastard's never seen them, though, has he? Now, Mia, please give us some sensible conversation here. Breast milk best if can, and it's eye to eye contact and ear to heart, so better bonding all round. Also, don't have umbilical cord cut, as that stops many nutrients being transferred. So wait till placenta drops off. That's really interesting, and because I hear that also that they're using the placenta for other things these days, as well as some very strange people like to cook it, don't they? But don't they get? Yeah, they're using it for some other medical procedure. Mia says the royalties have had a wet nurse. Yeah, that's true. Spanish Chicken says it's got the spike protein in it now. Oh, well, I suppose, I mean, whatever a mother has Spanish, yeah, it's going to. So, yeah, I know. Yeah. Jimmy's got a good point here. Can't wait to see studies on how well babies breastfed by trans dudes do in high school. Thanks, Spanish. Yeah, it was Little Britain, Bertie. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Now, you can't change your mind. Are you sure now? Yeah. People talking about breast sizes here. Amanda makes a good point, which I was talking about Nestle. Thank you very much, Amanda. Look up Nestle scandal in the 80s in Africa. Okay. Steve Tagusin? Steve, greetings all. I got access to my old backup channel. Well done, Steve. Welcome aboard. Welcome back. Nice to see you here, Steve. Don't forget, tune into Steve's show tomorrow, Thursday. Is it tomorrow? No. We got Cookie and Pete tomorrow, haven't we? And then we got Steve on Thursday. Good to see you, Steve. Everyone's happy to see Steve. Everyone's saying hello. Ron says, big tits are for holding on, stops you falling off. Yes, Ron. And Steve, Steve says he'll probably back live soon. Yeah, I guess you must be, because your band must be out. I was talking to Jimmy as well, and I reckon the Raconteurs News band must be up by now as well. But go to and test out his channel. He can say what he likes there, and then he's not going to get any bans or anything. So it's a good thing. Right, let's just make a note there, and let's give you another. Let me look up another story here. I'm going to save that one for later, and that one. Yeah, this is quite an important one as well that I want to share. I wanted to share with you. Right, let's go on here. Let's share that. Present. Share screen. Okay. So this is about disposable vapes and how they're wanting to stamp out the UK's kid e-cig epidemic. Ministers should ban disposable vapes because they are increasingly used by children and are more harmful to the environment, doctors say. The Royal College of Paediatrics and Child Health has warned that youth vaping is fast becoming an epidemic, and more must be done to tackle the crisis. I'm seeing a lot younger kids these days vaping than I think I ever used to see smoking. I mean, kids I've seen much younger vaping than I used to see smoking. It does seem like an epidemic at the moment. I mean, you go into the shops and you can get a vape for what, £4, and my son says the shop opposite him, they sell them to kids. He doesn't give a monkey's uncle who he sells them to, and £4 and they'll get a little vape, and it's not good for them. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, we don't know the long-term effects of vaping either. It's calling for urgent action to protect youngsters, saying experts agree that longer-term data, is needed on the effects of vaping, particularly in regard to cardiovascular disease. Since e-cigarettes have only been on sale in the UK since 2007, long-term studies don't yet exist, it said, which is a bit weird, really, isn't it? Or you could say, why don't they exist? Shock data last month revealed a record 11.6% of 11 to 17-year-olds in Britain have now tried vaping. This is up 7.7% on last year, and twice as high as rates seen a decade ago before the UK's kid vaping epidemic blew up. We have even less evidence on the long-term impacts of these products on young lungs, hearts and brains. It took experts decades to fully understand the impact of traditional cigarettes. We cannot risk our children's health in waiting this long again for longer-term studies. In May, data from Action on Smoking and Health showed there has been a 50% rise in the last year in Great Britain in the proportion of children trying vaping. It found a rise of experimental vaping among 11 to 17-year-olds from 7.7% last year, as I just said. Children who were asked if they've ever tried vaping once or twice, with a proportion roughly doubling in 9 years from 5.6% in 2014 to 11.6%. Disposable vapes appear to be the e-cigarettes of choice among youngsters, whilst purchase of vapes are mostly made from corner shops. It is illegal to sell vapes to under 18s, but social media carries posts from teenagers showing vapes and discussing flavours such as pink lemonade, strawberry, banana, and mango. In its submission, the RCPCH also said the serious environmental impact of disposable e-cigarettes must not be ignored, noting they contain an average of 0.15 of lithium. There we go. Mining of the limited resource that has led to water loss, ground destabilization, biodiversity loss, increased salinity of rivers, contaminated soil, and toxic waste, it says. But let's not forget about the masks we had to wear in lockdown. Let's not talk about that. Yeah? Let's not talk about that. Disposable e-cigarettes are difficult to recycle and often cause fires in UK waste plants. Dr. Mike McKean, Vice President of Policy for blah, 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 Pediatric Respiratory Consultant, said, without a doubt, disposable e-cigarettes should be banned. There is absolutely no reason that these cheap, readily available, brightly coloured recreational products should be single use. Youth vaping is fast becoming an epidemic among children, and I fear that if action is not taken, we will find ourselves sleepwalking into a crisis. Westminster's approach to this problem is out of step with even our closest neighbours, with countries such as Scotland, France, Germany, and Ireland all seriously considering a ban. Yeah, they're considering it, but they haven't done it. The government in Westminster has a responsibility and capability to make a choice that will have far-reaching consequences, potentially for generations to come. Libby Peake, head of resource policy at Green Alliance, said disposable vapes were the last thing our children and planet need, adding, they waste resources that are critical to the green transition, like lithium needed for batteries that power electric cars. Oh, shut up, Libby. They're extremely harmful when littered because their batteries are a fire risk and the plastic and nicotine they contain are hazardous. And recycling will always be a labour intensive and expensive. You know what I say about recycling? Don't use it, therefore you don't need to recycle it. Simple as that. You know, what happened to glass bottles when we could recycle those? Not toxic. Now, you know, if you want to buy bottled water, it's all in plastic unless you pay extortionate amounts for water in glass containers. They are putting a specific tax on disposable vapes of £5, prohibit banding. These are the suggestions. Prohibit banding that would branding that would appeal to children, reinstate funding for sustained anti-smoking campaigns, promoting vaping as the most effective quitting aid available for adult smokers, and prohibit in-store promotions of e-cigarettes with exemptions for age-restricted specialist vape shops. It comes after Rishi Sunak said a new government crackdown on vaping market will prevent the unacceptable target of children and young people, with a pledge to close a loophole allowing retailers to give free samples of vapes to children in England. There we go. And we can see some. Should we watch this? Here we go. Let's watch this. I'm stopping that because that was music, and I'll get a ban if I carry on or something. So there we go. How vapes work and damage they have on the body. The tank or cartridge holds the e-liquid and vaporizes when the battery heats it up. Sometimes called vape juice, contains nicotine that causes a head high that users crave. It contains other chemicals too, such as flavorings and propylene glycol. Vape coil, a wire wrapped in the spiral around the wicking material. It heats up to the liquid and turns it into vapor. And then the lithium battery, which it between 200 and 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Nicotine causes the heart to beat fast and raises blood pressure. Adrenal glands releases adrenal, creating a buzz of energy. Lungs, a cocktail of chemicals combines with oxygen and CO2, causing inflammation and permanent scarring. Yeah, I mean, the big thing now is popcorn lung, isn't it? And I think I read a story not so long ago that a girl that was she was vaping every day and literally 12 hours a day, and she was 21 or something, and she ended up with popcorn lung, and now she struggles to breathe. Permanent damage, completely permanent damage. Number of children who have ever used vapes. There we go. There's the country. There's it set out. Who's the guilty party? It looks like it's up north somewhere. So with over 30% there. Yeah, a lot of people, and it just goes on, and it goes on and on. The legal amount of nicotine in e-liquid capacity in the UK is 20 milligrams, equating to between 600 and 800 puffs. The Elf Bar 600, one of Britain's most popular vapes, is advertised as coming in nicotine strengths of 0 milligrams, 10 milligrams, and 20 milligrams. How many cigarettes are in an e-cigarette? The Elf Bar 600 contains the equivalent of 48 cigarettes, analysts say. It delivers 600 puffs before it needs to be thrown away, meaning in theory, every 12.5 puffs equate to one cigarette. Experts say for many e-cigarettes, 100 puffs equate to 10 normal cigarettes. There we go. Is vaping better for you? Vaping products are considered to be better than cigarettes as users are exposed to fewer toxins at a lower levels, according to the NHS. The Health Service adds that vaping instead of smoking cigarettes reduces your exposure to toxins that can cause cancer, lung disease, and diseases of the heart and circulation, such as strokes and heart attacks. I mean, but we don't know that these things can't cause cancer in the future, do we? Let's be honest. However, vaping is not risk-free, as while levels in tobacco products are much higher, e-cigarettes still contain harmful toxins, according to a study by researchers in Poland. A London dentist who posts videos on TikTok said Elf bars can cause gum inflammation, swelling and bleeding. He said this is because nicotine dries out your mouth and reduces saliva, causing irritation from a build-up of bacteria in food that can't get washed away. Nearly 350 hospitalizations due to vaping were logged in England in 2022, which are thought to be mainly down to respiratory problems such as shortness of breath, chest pain, lung inflammation, and in severe cases, respiratory failure. And there you have it. What do you say, people, about that? Yeah, they're not as healthy. I mean, there was this big thing, wasn't there, about getting people off of cigarettes. My partner and I went to visit her brother the other day, and we had a lovely barbecue, and they both given up smoking, and we were having a conversation, and they were telling us that smoking cigarettes was costing them nearly £11,000 a year for the amount of cigarettes that they were smoking, and now they're on vaping, and they're spending maybe £60 a month on vapes. And they've got proper vapes. But I have to say that they were vaping quite a lot, maybe more so than having a cigarette. But they seemed a lot happier. They seemed on the vapes, and they said that they don't smell as much. They feel like their taste buds have all come back and things. So there's definitely some benefits to giving up smoking and maybe going on vaping, but altogether, really, I think that people are using vapes as a way of justifying not smoking. But that's just my opinion. And also, again, it's something to do, isn't it, with your hand? I mean, before it's a cigarette, and then it's a vape, isn't it? So you're still doing something with your hand. So, and I've just seen that the Kendo is in the house. Hello, Kendo. Welcome aboard, sir. Right, where did I get my comments? Let me just go up to it where I left off. There we go. Steve says my account is closed completely. I'll start afresh. Okay, good for you, Steve. Oh, Jimmy says ban is not up yet. Tried earlier. Okay, thanks for that update, Jim. Um, Mia's got a very good point here. Vape and Philip Schofield go hand in hand. A little bit of politics there, Mia. A little bit of politics. Chris says, make sure kids buy real organic cigarettes. It's about the environment, not your kids' health they're worried about. They should be worried about. Yeah, absolutely, Tony. Let's pull this down. Anyone, Mascara Snake, anyone heard Eric Cantona's new song, Surprisingly Brilliant? Maybe we can get Cookie or Pete to play it. That'd be interesting. I'll go on it. Yeah, vape equals popcorn lung. That's what I was talking about, Mia. Thank you very much. Miss Blue Sky says, so much shit has come out of values, and of course, the kiddie are into it. They look like effing sweets. LOL. They do. And I agree. They shouldn't be targeting at kids. They really shouldn't. You know. And yeah, Tony's made a very good point here. It's going to be all at the taxpayer's expense. Yeah, we will pick up the tab for their health problems in the future. Oh, that's cheeky. Very nice. Steve says long-term effects are a mystery even to the science experts. Absolutely. Let's go down. Ron says he's never seen a young kid vaping. Maybe I live in a place where it's not going on. Yeah, it's a bit posh down there, Ron. I think the parent, I think it's maybe a certain type of parent maybe that's allowing their kids to vape. I mean, we have kids that seem to be getting away with murder and the way that they talk to their parents and things like that. And I think if you maybe you're a certain class of parent, it's not you're not going to allow your kids to do that. Miss Blue Sky said, even I look at those vapes thinking, let's give raspberry lemonade a go. I leave it at that in the end. Yeah, it's very, very true. See, it's the way that they're selling it. And Mia says, when they banned smoking indoors, they chucked out the vapors too when it's not smoke. Killed the pub trade too. Well, let's be honest, Mia. The price of electricity and gas has killed the pub trade. My partner's brother, he's a butcher. Amazing sirloin steak at the weekend. It really was delicious. And he did it with black garlic on the barbecue. It was delicious. And yeah, he'd cut the sirloin steak himself. And he was telling that basically, like the electric and gas bills have doubled. So let's say they were paying $2,000, or $1,000 a month for their electric and gas. It's now £2,000. He said, but all they've done is they've just put the price onto the meat. So, and he was saying that he in the last 6 months or something like that, 6 butchers in the area have shut down. So they're a dying trade. They don't want butchers to be out there anymore. They really don't. Manda says, maybe true about vaping, but come on, kids would smoke when they were 10. When I was a kid, the ice cream man used to sell single fags to kids. Same problem, different generation. Yeah, I agree, Manda. I mean, I was one of them. I'll put my hand up. Used to go and get a single from the ice cream van, 10p, and the little corner shop. He'd sell you a single But again, you'd only get one. You wouldn't be like buying like loads of them, would you? The problem with these vapes are they're so affordable, and like I just said there, 100 puffs are equivalent to 10 cigarettes. So there you go. Or yeah, so they're saying 48 cigarettes, weren't they? Again, there's different figures. So, but you make a good point. You really do. Um, what's Kitty saying here? It's bad seeing anyone having the vape if they've not smoked at all. It's a shame because it causes all the problems. Well, I can't go on the vapes. Tried them, not good for my throat. Happy to not have it. Yeah, it's true. You are seeing more children vaping that probably haven't even tried smoking because there was that generation. I mean, if you was to give them a cigarette and get them to inhale that, I bet they'd cough their lungs up, if you pardon the pun. They really would, because it's completely different, isn't it? It's much easier to vape. Ron says, let the retards and government make the same rule. Same rule. Fuck off. Okay. Chris says, it's crazy how you can smell what flavour vape someone's got when you're driving behind them. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It's a really good point, Chris. Yeah, you can be, can't you? And then suddenly just see this vape coming out of their window. Jimmy says, problem, reaction, solution. Create a problem with the kids smoking, then come in with the magic solution. Same old playbook. Kids will find something else to indulge in. Yep. Yeah. And Kendo is saying, good evening, everyone. There we go. Good evening, Kendo. Nice to have you here, sir. Keith says, when my sons were young, it was getting more and more. One of my sons had all of them, and the others didn't have them. And I stopped it before time school. Didn't like it, but stuff. Okay, I think we know what you're saying there. Mascara said, if you roll your own with chlorine-free papers and filters, there are only natural chemicals in your smoke. Okay, thank you for that. Ron says, biggest killer of old people is old age. Kendo says, fuck the vapes. We smoked Woodbines when we were kids. Yeah, Woodbines, they were strong cigarettes, weren't they? Spanish says, I only smoke when I drink. I'm fucked. Yeah, you see, yeah. So, yeah, you'll always be smoking then, won't you, Spanish? Have you tried them, Spanish? If they ban vaping, I can see an epidemic of wanking, which will probably need regulating, says Jimmy. And Spanish says, "Lol, Jimmy, I need something to rub on my elbow, Rob." Yeah, thank you. Don't forget, Kitty says, don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. Yes, please hit the like button. Oh, I've reached a momentous 251 subscribers. Let me have a look. I've got it here somewhere, I think. Let me just check your channel. Yeah, 251 subscribers. How about that then? Slowly building it up, Yeah, thank you, Kitty, for reminding everyone to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Amanda makes a good point. The government make too much money from the tax to ban vapes, ban days and vapes. To ban days and vapes. I don't know what you mean there, but yeah. They all loop Robert's videos 24/7 to get the views on, as well as Spanish Chicken Click Farm. I see. All while Steve Goose has a pipe for his ancestors. Yeah, we love it when Steve gets his pipe out. He has a little smoke for the ancestors, isn't he? Shall I? I was going to. So tonight, I wanted to talk to you about omega-3 fatty acids, and let me just. I've just ordered some more of my one. This is the omega-3 that. This is the I've shown this before. So this is the omega-3. I've got no deals with them, sadly. This is a Vitabiotics cod liver oil plus omega-3. And again, it's saying there it's good for your brain, vision, and heart function. And the key things here are the EPA and DHA, which I'm going to attempt to say what it's called. But yeah, these have got 154 EPA and 118 DHA, which is not a bad amount. I mean, so I have 2 of these a day. I've been taking these now for 10 years or something, and I think that cod liver oil, fish oil, is very good for also feeding your brain fat. The more you have, the more it will actually lessen your pain you might have in your body as well, and it will feed your brain fat, so it switches off the craving to have more food. So the more fish oil you have, or omega-3, the less you'll want to crave sugary foods or any sorts of foods. It's a bit like protein. You're just feeding your brain protein. So let's share some stuff about omega-3, because that's today's subject. Let's have a look here. Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Okay, here we go. The 12 benefits of taking fish oil. Okay, and this is from Healthline again. I quite like Healthline. It's not too over the top. I'm going to show you this video at the end as well, but I'll go through it here anyway. So what is fish oil? Fish oil is the fat or oil that's extracted from fish tissue. It usually comes from oily fish such as herring, tuna, anchovies, and mackerel. However, it's also sometimes produced from the livers of other fish, as is the case with cod liver oil. The WHO recommends eating 1 to 2 portions of fish per week. This is because omega-3 fatty acids in fish provide many health benefits, including protection against a number of diseases. However, if you don't eat 1 to 2 servings of fish per week, fish oil supplements can help you get enough omega-3s. Because I don't eat much fish, I'll be honest with you. Around 30% of fish oil is made up of omega-3s, whilst the remaining 70% is made up of other fats. What's more, fish oil usually contains some vitamin A and D as well. It's important to note that the types of omega-3s found in fish oil have greater health benefits than omega-3s found in some plant sources. The main types of omega-3s in fish oil are, okay, here we go, eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, whilst the type found in plant sources is mainly alpha-linoleic acid, ALA. ALA is an essential fatty acid. EPA and DHA have many more health benefits. It's also important to get enough omega-3s because the Western diet has replaced a lot of omega-3s with other fats such as omega-6. This distorted ratio of fatty acids may contribute to numerous diseases. So, number one, it may support heart health, improve cholesterol levels, which is, they talk about good cholesterol, which is HDL, and they say bad cholesterol. I don't necessarily agree with this, but it improves your cholesterol. Decrease triglycerides by 15 to 30%, reduces the blood pressure. Even in small doses, it helps reduce blood pressure in people with elevated levels. Plaque prevention, it may prevent the plaques that can cause arteries to harden, as well as make arterial plaques more stable and safer in those who already have them. Although fish oil supplements can improve many of the risk factors for heart disease, there is no clear evidence that they can prevent heart attacks or strokes. Number two, it may treat certain mental health conditions. Your brain is made up of nearly 60% fat. And I've said this before. You have in your brain is got lots of myelin sheaths, and they're the connective tissues, and that is fat. And that's why when they want to put you on a statin, which reduces your reduces the what was I talking about? HDL, your LDL, apparently your low density lipoproteins. Okay. Which is your cholesterol. Remember that it's never going to leave your brain alone. It's always going to, let's move that to one side. It's always going to attack every part of your body, and it will lower your cholesterol in every part of your body. So that's why I don't agree with statins myself, okay? In fact, some studies suggest that people with certain mental health conditions have low omega-3 blood levels. Okay. Interestingly, research suggests that omega-3s can prevent the onset or improve the symptoms of mental health conditions. It can reduce the chance of psychotic disorders. In addition, supplementing with fish oil in high doses may reduce some symptoms of both schizophrenia, bipolar disorder. Though there is a lack of consistent data available, more studies needed in this area. Number three, and this is one of the reasons I take it as well, may support eye health. Like your brain, your eyes rely on omega-3 fats. Evidence shows that people who don't get enough omega-3s have a greater risk of eye disease. This positive effect was not found for dry eye disease in particular. Furthermore, eye health begins to decline in old age, which can lead to age-related macular degeneration. Eating fish is linked to a reduced risk of AMD, but the results from fish oil supplements are less convincing. One older study found that consuming a high dose of fish oil for 19 weeks improved vision with people with AMD. However, this was a very small study. Two larger studies in 2013 examined the combined effect of omega-3s and other nutrients on AMD. One study showed a positive effect, whilst the other found no effect. Therefore, the results are unclear. I take lutein with zeaxanthin or zeaxanthin as well with my fish oil. So again, that's another way that I'm trying to help improve the health of my eyes. May reduce inflammation. Inflammation in your immune system's way of fighting infection and treating injuries. However, chronic inflammation is associated with health conditions such as obesity, diabetes, depression, and heart disease. Because fish oil has anti-inflammatory properties, it may treat conditions involving chronic inflammation. In two older studies, one in people with obesity and one in people with experiencing stress, fish oil was found to reduce the production of gene expression of inflammatory molecules called cytokines. Moreover, fish oil supplements can significantly reduce joint pain, which is what I said to you as well. Stiffness and medication needs in people with rheumatoid arthritis, which causes the pain in the joints. While inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, is also triggered by inflammation, and it's again about the evidence, may support healthy skin. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it contains a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. Skin health can decline throughout your life, especially during old age or after too much sun exposure. That said, fish oil supplements may be beneficial to a number of skin disorders, including psoriasis and dermatitis. It may support pregnancy and early life. Now, this is a really important. They say that women who want to get pregnant should really take also fish oil long before they want to get pregnant. Omega-3s are essential for early growth and development. Therefore, it's important to get enough omega-3s during pregnancy whilst breastfeeding. Taking fish oil supplements during these times may improve fetal brain development. Taking fish oil supplements during pregnancy and breastfeeding may also improve infant visual development and help reduce the risk of allergies. It may reduce liver fat. I'm going to go through these because we're running out of time. May improve symptoms of depression as well. May improve attention or hyperactivity in children. May help prevent symptoms of mental health decline. And may improve asthma symptoms and allergy risk. And it may improve bone health as well. So how to supplement? If you do not eat 1 to 2 portions of oily fish per week, you may want to consider taking a fish oil supplement. Below is a list of things to consider when taking a fish oil supplement. EPA and DHA dosage recommendations vary according to your age and health. For most adults, the WHO recommends a daily intake of, and it's got different grams, blah, 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 blah. Fish oil supplements come in a number of forms, including ethanol, esters, triglycerides, reformed triglycerides, free fatty acids, and phospholipids. Your body doesn't absorb ethyl esters, as well as other forms, so try to choose a fish oil supplement that comes in one of the other listed forms. The reason I have this one, I know it comes from an organic source. So it says concentration. Many contain up to 1,000 milligrams of fish oil per serving, but only 300 milligrams of EPA and DHA. And it goes on about the freshness, etc., and sustainability, which is what I was talking about. So should we just quickly watch this? Okay, let's do that, and I'll click on here. Shit. Just remembered my microphone was off. So there you go. I'm back again. Do try and buy a really decent brand. You get what you pay for with fish oil supplements. Yes, James, I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back. Oh, Matty boy's in. My son's in. All right, Matty. Try and buy a decent brand. These ones, for example, have got like a lemon coating around them. Because when I've taken some fish oil supplements that I've tried in the past, I've had fishy burps, and it's horrible. It really is, because cod liver oil. I mean, I bet I can put money on that Kendo was fed cod liver oil as a kid. My sister was, and I bet Ron was as well. My sister was fed cod liver oil, and she still remembers it to this day and hated it. So that's why. But I think that cod liver oil is really good for you. But that's just my opinion. So, what's been happening? Audio gone. Yeah. We're sorted that out. Yeah, I know. The Who's a bit dodgy, Jimmy, isn't it? Yeah. Red herring, says Steve. Yeah, maybe. Kendo saying mackerel is nice grilled. I like smoked mackerel. I don't like many fish. I like salmon and I like smoked mackerel as well. I think they're really nice. I can eat those two, especially like if you put like different sauces on them and stuff like that. And Snake is going on about kippers. Nice. Yeah. The problem with kippers, isn't it? When you have kippers, it stinks the house out. Absolutely stinks the house out. But I do like kippers occasionally. I really do. Smoked kippers, isn't it? So people are talking about, they're just talking amongst themselves. Okay, shall we have a 2-minute break? I'm going to share with you the second tune of the evening, all right? And this is called Know Myself by Patrikos. Know Myself. It's another just an instrumental, I think. It's a bit dancey, this one. Anyway, enjoy. It would help if I turned the sound up, wouldn't it? Hang on, let's just try it again. Right, here we go. Let me just turn the sound up. Turn the loop off and turn the sound up. There we go. Fire! That's enough of that. So that was, let me tell you, that was called Know Myself by Patrick Patricios. I take a long time choosing these tunes. There's a lot of crap on there. I mean, they're not that brilliant, but yeah, I do study a lot. I go through loads and loads of tunes till I think, yeah, the gang are gonna like this. They're really gonna like this. And yeah, Daft Punk is. It was a bit Daft Punky, wasn't it, Chris? Not much, but a little bit. And Chris did his good tunes. Thanks, Spanish. Chris did his high intensity training today. I'm starting to do my. So I'm doing different bits. I'm starting to do my running up the stairs every morning, and I'm starting off with 2 minutes, literally running as fast as I can up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. Because again, that's high intensity, like Chris is talking about. Evening, Rick Hayward. Don't worry about being late. It's nice to have you here. Welcome aboard, Rick. But yeah, so yeah, do what you can, And I'm going to talk to you now about diet, because there was a story that Chris and I talked about that I wanted to share with you, and it is about exercise, and I'm going to do that now. So let's quickly run through these stories now. Share screen. Okay. Why you should exercise in the morning to lose weight, and in the afternoon if you have diabetes. Every year, millions of us commit to a new exercise regime, seeking a quick way to trim our waistlines. But what if the secret to burning fat effectively is not merely exercising, but when we choose to work out? Scientists are increasingly finding that the circadian rhythm, or circadian rhythm, i.e., our internal body clock within each of our tissues, plays an important role in how efficiently they perform at different times of the day. For example, research suggests athletes tend to perform best in the late afternoon and early evening. When Dutch sports scientists examined the performances of swimmers at the Athens, Beijing, London, and Rio Olympics, they found that they achieved their fastest times at around 5 p.m. It's thought these principles hold true for all of us. Exercise timing might play a role in fine-tuning some of the outcomes of exercise. A lot of our psychology, from body temperature to heart rate and genes that control metabolism of fat, operates on a 24-hour cycle. Scientists begin to learn how all tissues and organs have their own unique schedules in accordance with fluctuations of different hormones. So while you may not be at your strongest and quickest, then it's the best period for losing weight. Says Professor Zayat says that there are thousands of genes which produce enzymes that help convert fat stored in cells into energy when we exercise, and it seems that genes are at their most active in the morning. They found that mice exercised on a treadmill in the first 3 hours after waking, their body fat showed much higher levels of the enzymes used to metabolize fat. When they did the same amount of exercise much later in the day, there were far lower levels of these enzymes. The implication of that is that if you're a regular morning exerciser, your body is likely to be more sensitive to breaking down fat and using it as energy. And what that could mean is that one might potentially be able to lose a bit more weight. Exercise also helps with weight maintenance, so morning exercise may prevent weight gain. Scientists suspect the body's preference for burning fat after morning exercise is linked to the natural pattern of hormones called glucocorticoids, which control how the body maintains and accumulates fat. They are found throughout the body, most notably in fat tissue. Their natural pattern is to peak around 8 a.m., which gets us moving and switches on our appetites before reaching their lowest level around 3 a.m. when we are fast asleep. Exercising in the morning fits nicely with this daily cycle, as cortisol levels are already raised, and so the body does not generate any additional fat cells. However, if we exercise in the evening, this causes a surge of glucocorticoids, triggering the body to produce new fat cells to replace some of the ones you have just burnt, minimalizing the benefit of your waistline. This may help to explain why shift workers are more prone to weight gain. Their nocturnal patterns of being stressed and active cause big surges at times when the body would normally be asleep, leading to more fat cells being created. Fat is strongly influenced by hormones. If the levels of glucocorticoids are disrupted, and that has a huge effect on them. If you exercise later, these hormones start being secreted to a much greater extent in the evening, which isn't good, she explains. However, working out post lunch can have different benefits. Your blood sugar will be more stable if you exercise in the afternoon, meaning it's best time for people who either have type 2 diabetes or at risk of developing it. This is important because if your blood sugar fluctuates too much, the excess sugar starts to be stored as fat. We've studied people with type 2 diabetes and found that they did high-intensity interval training in the afternoon. This led to the most optimal improvement in their blood sugar control compared with morning or evening exercises. She also points out a study of 92,000 people published in the Journal of Nature Communications in February, which found those who exercised between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. were less likely to die of heart disease compared with those who exercise early in the day or later at night, possibly due to the link between blood sugar stability and heart health. And it goes on. Oh, there we go. That's it, really. Let's stop that. Stop sharing that. So there we go. So there you go. Exercise in the morning, maybe, or exercising in the afternoon if you're in danger of maybe getting diabetes. 21:32 is the time. Hello, if you're watching this on replay, and if you're not commenting, hello. And what's Matt been saying? Well said, Matt. What's Matt been saying? I think exercise in the morning, then don't wait till 2 p.m. if you want to lose weight. Yeah, Matt's a gym rat, aren't you, Matt? Matt goes to the gym often, so and he is quite on the slim side as well. But I think, so what's he saying here? I think exercise in the morning and then don't eat till 2 p.m. if you want to lose weight. Yeah, I mean, it's the longer you can leave to eating after your last meal at night till the next day. It's like a fast, isn't it? That's why they call it breakfast. It's breaking your fast. Break fast. I did an omelette short today as well. If you want to watch that as well, what I'll try and do is put these links up in as well. Share some of these links with you. So if you want to go to these stories, you can do. Let's have a look. This one. There we are. Copy that and put it in here. Paste it down there, and here's an interesting one as well. And link to diet again. I'll share this with you as well. This is another link to diet. This is really interesting. We asked AI for its top 5 tips to lose weight. Right. So there you go. Okay. So let's just see what its top 5 tips were according to AI. The best way to lose weight, according to ChatGPT, is high intensity training. Chris just talked about that. Meal prepping, intermittent fasting, track your progress, reduce sugar and carbs. There we go. So a 30-year-old should, it's going on about blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so there you go. So it's meal prepping. I won't go into it's high intensity training, meal prepping, intermittent fasting, reducing your sugar and carbs, and track your progress as well. So there you go. and also never give up. Even if you have one day where it doesn't work out for you, don't ever give up. Just try get back onto it. That's you can always achieve things if you don't give up. Just keep trying. My potatoes aren't growing very well at the moment, but I'm going to keep trying. The soil's not great on the allotment; it really isn't. But and eat. Try and eat less as well. Most of us don't need as much food as what we do eat. So what else do I want to share with you? I thought this was an interesting one as well. Here's another one. I'm going to quickly just go through this. Medics set to sue General Medical Council for failing to tackle medics who spread Divuk jab conspiracies. Angry doctors have accused the General Medical Council of negligence for failing to crack down on medics who spread false information about the jabs. They say the doctors regulator charged with protecting patients and maintaining standards in medicine is shrinking its statutory responsibility to police its members properly. It's protecting patients. That's a joke, isn't it? All practicing doctors in the UK must be registered with the body. 6 clinicians have launched a crowdfunding initiative to raise £15,000 to pay for a judicial review of the GMC's decision not to bring high-profile doctors before a fitness to practice panel. They say its failure to do so has serious implications for public health. Dr. David Nuckoll, one of the 6 and a consultant neurologist in Birmingham, said, "I'm so angry at the GMC is doing nothing." Wow. Do you want to talk about all the damage that the jabs have done, Doctor, or not? No. I'm sure all these other doctors are conspiracy theorists, aren't they? It's a direct contravention of what we should stand for. I'm a passionate believer in free speech. Oh, really? Is that the free speech where doctors can give their professional opinion, but you don't like it? But it comes with responsibility. The question here is, should doctors be free to publicly say what they want, whatever the consequences? Well, it looks like you are here. A small number of high-profile British medics have used their social media status to repeatedly spread jab misinformation, the doctors allege. This includes heavily disputed claims on Twitter and TV interviews that some of or all of the Divuk jabs are ineffective and cause widespread serious heart problems. Now, is it me, or do we have an increase of about 250,000 people up on the past year or 5 years of unexpected deaths in this country? And is it me, or are there more people getting heart problems? I'm sure it's got nothing to do with a big elephant in the room. In a statement last week, the group said some of the anti-jabbers message implied particular deaths are due to the jabs when there is no evidence to support that link. And how many people have officially from the yellow card system died from the jabs, and how many people died from the jabs when they had the swine flu and they stopped it all? I think it was less than 50 and they stopped it. And there's been well over 2,000 in this country that have died. Just saying. We don't mean pointing out that jabs occasionally cause harm. Oh, no. We mean willfully and repeatedly misrepresenting the evidence on jabs in a way that significantly overemphasized their harm. The GMC has a statutory remit to investigate doctors who behave in a way that brings the profession into disrepute. The group said the failure to act is in direct contrast to the recent expulsion by the Conservative Party of North West Leicestershire MP, you know who, I'm not going to say his name, for making false and misleading jab statements. Watchdog Ofcom ruled last month that GB News was at fault for allowing a doctor to liken the jab rollout to murder. 6 doctor statements added, surely the GMC should also be investigating doctors who make statements that are scientifically incorrect or misleading, allegedly. In a statement to the Mail on Sunday, the GMC said, we take action where there is evidence of a risk to patients or public confidence or a serious breach of proper professional standards of conduct. We don't take responsibility we don't take this responsibility lightly and realise that our decisions can sometimes be disappointing for complainants. There we go. So I'm sure you've all got stuff to say about that, but I'm going to keep going. Because I want to do the quiz in a second. Done that one. What's this one? Oh, yeah, there's this one. This is amusing. So I think I'll make this the last one tonight. Let's have a look. So let's present this one. Oh, sorry. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Sorry about that, leaving that up there. Let's present here. Share screen again. I like this one. I'm a diet coach, and there's a simple way men can add inches to their penis. They need to stop acting like victims. A diet coach has claimed there is a simple way men can add inches to their penis size as he blasts clients for acting like victims. Chris Cavallani from Tampa Bay, Florida, first became interested in nutrition and fitness when he was in the Navy. After leaving the forces, the businessman set up his own meal prep company called Nutrition Solutions to help his largely male clientele adopt a healthier lifestyle. He explained, from a male perspective, our confidence is very much wrapped up in our physicality and our bodies, and the groin area is something we all take a lot of pride in. In his experience as a diet coach, Chris says he's worked with overweight men who have buried penis syndrome, where fat largely hides the organ. Chris says the simple fix in this condition is committing to a healthy diet and exercise plan. The cool part is when you get in better shape, you can actually add inches to your penis. For every 30 pounds of excess fat you lose, you'll gain an inch of visible penis. Although buried penis syndrome can become apparent at birth, it most commonly affects morbidly obese adult men. As you can imagine, this can be a really strong motivator for men when they understand this is to be the case. Hopefully, it compels them to start a little bit more mindful about food and what they're putting in their body and the exercise they're getting. Chris founded his business, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. There we go. So you can see Chris here. And look, here's he exercising with some wings in the background. Yeah. So to stop thinking of at a low level, posturing themselves as a victim and start acting in congruence with their higher self. It's only when you're able to change your thinking are you able to actually and effectively, sustainably change your life. Well, thanks for that, Chris. We really appreciate it. Should we see? Look at Chris here. Look at him. What a man. Look at that man. Look at him. He doesn't take steroids. Not one.
Didn't tell you that.
Oh, we don't want to see him. We didn't want to see him. We'll go back. Where's Chris? Okay. It's not going to happen. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay. Never mind. Right. So I'm coming back now. There we go. It's quiz time, folks. Yes, it's that time. I know you love it. Chris says that ice bath won't help. Obviously, nothing to see here. Move on. It's been verified. It's okay if it's a mainstream published article. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's what you were talking about, the previous story that I said. Absolutely. Anyway, let me have a little sippy. So it's that time. Now, last week I did a quiz from the internet, but today we've got the old traditional card one. So we're going to have some film trivia. TV and film trivia. Okay. So get yourself ready. Let's go down here. Yeah, Amanda wants to do the quiz. Okay. Let's mix them up a bit. Here we go then. Are you excited? I am. Right then. Question. Which 2007 action film stars Nicolas Cage as a stunt motorcyclist, Johnny Blaze? Which 2007 action film stars Nicolas Cage as a stunt motorcyclist, Johnny Blaze? What's it called? Come on, who's going to get it? Yeah, no cheating either. In the museum? No, Chris. Spanish says don't watch films. Okay. Face Off, Chris? No. Okay. Oh, Ron, you're nearly right. Actually, I'm going to give you that. It's actually called Ghost Rider. There you go. Match of the Day has been used as a TV title for soccer and which other sport? Match of the Day has been used as a TV title for soccer and which other sport? Which other sport? Match of the Day has been used as a TV title for soccer and which other sport? Come on, you just got to. Matty Boy Skates, no. Spanish, yes. Spanish Chicken gets it. Tennis, yes. Well done. In the film Mamma Mia, who plays Sophie who, after finding her mother's diary, tries to find which of the three men is her father? Oh God, I wouldn't know this. You got to know a lot about that Mamma Mia film. No, I don't think anyone's going to get that. I'll be surprised if anyone gets it. But if you do know, all right, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Amanda Seyfried. Greta Garbo. Shut up, Kendo. In which US city was the sitcom Frasier set? In which US city was the sitcom Frasier set? Come on. Answers on the postcard. No, it's not Jane Mansfield Snake. We've moved on now. In which US city was the sitcom Frasier set? Chris gets it right. Seattle. Well done. He probably cheated. Amanda got it right. Snake got it right. Ron got it right. Yeah, there we go. James got it wrong. Brooklyn. Which reality show did Camilla Furlow appear on? This is quite a modern one. In which reality show did Camilla Furlow appear on? Yes, man, the Love Island. Yeah. Here's another one. In what film does Tom Hanks star as a boy in an adult body? In what film does Tom Hanks star as a boy in an adult body? Spanish. Who got rid of Stanish's comment there? Oh no, there it is. It's gone up here. Yes, Miss Blue Sky, it is big, and Mascara Snake, yes, it's big. Matty Boy Skates even got that one. Classic film, big, yeah. And James Owen got it as well, big as well. Well done to everyone there. Congratulations. What was the first name of the character played by Alison Steadman in the hit sitcom Gavin and Stacey? What was the first name of the character played by Alison Steadman in the hit sitcom Gavin and Stacey? Come on. Who knows you, Gavin and Stacey? Kebab eater, no. Sugar plum, no, Kendo. It's Pam. In which TV program did Ian Botham and Bill Beaumont appear as team captains? Come on, this is easy. Chris is going to get this like that. Botham and Beaumont appear as team captains. Come on. Fat Spice. Yeah, see, Chris got it. Question of sport. I knew he would. I knew he would get that one. All right. Everyone's going to know this. Everyone's going to know this. So it's whoever can answer it first. What is Paddington Bear's favourite type of sandwiches? Who's going to get it first? What's Paddington Bear's favourite type of sandwiches? Fuck knows, Matty boy. Come on, Matt. James Owen, honey, no, don't be silly. Kitty, marmalade, mascara snake, marmalade, Spanish, you got it wrong, Marmite. Don't be silly. Oh, no, you wouldn't know that one. Don't think anyone would know that one. From which reality TV show did Gemma Collins make her name? From which reality TV show did Gemma Collins make her name? Tuna. No, Matt. No. I've moved on from that question. Yes, Miss Blue Sky. The only way is Essex. She gets that one right. On which special day in 1964 was Top of the Pops first transmitted? Great year, 64. In what special day in 1964 was Top of the Pops first transmitted, mate? What special day was it? Come on, mate. No, Mascara Snake. It wasn't a Thursday, so it's a specific time of the year. No, Spanish. It wasn't Jimmy Savile Day. No, Ron, it wasn't November the 5th. It's a bit earlier. Come on, think early. Give me early. 9/11. No, Matty. No, it wasn't James 1st of April. That's my birthday. Chris, October 30th. Manda, New Year's Day. She gets it. She gets it right. Here's one for you. Steve Tagois. April 1st. No, Steve, yeah. Who was the first ever winner of Britain's Got Talent? That's quite a difficult one, actually. I wouldn't have known that. Who was the first ever winner of Britain's Got Talent? Who was the first ever winner of Britain's Got Talent? Ron says he doesn't care. Some talentless twat, says Spanish. Yeah, these are all correct answers. Not a clue, though, on this one. The gay one, says Matty boy. No, I know who you're thinking. No, it was a young girl. No, it was Paul Potts. Not Pol Pot. In which TV program did Patsy and Edina appear? In which TV program did Patsy and Edina appear? Jimmy says, I can safely say I haven't a clue about any of these questions at all. Makes me feel great. Manda's got it right. Absolutely fabulous. Mascara Snake got it right. Absolutely fabulous. Yep. Live a bird, says Steve Tagoose. Which was the first James Bond film to feature Roger Moore in the title role? Talked about this last week. Come on. 1973. Which was the first James Bond film to feature Roger Moore in the title role? And his best film, as far as I'm concerned. No, Matty Boy Scouts. Goldfinger was Sean Connery. No, Mascara Snake, not Octopussy. No, Chris, not From Russia with Love. Kendo gets it. Live and Let Die. Live and let die. Down, down, down. Matt might get this one. In 1997, what took over from the Flintstones as the longest-running prime-time animated series? What took over from the Flintstones as the most longest animated series in 1997? It wasn't a shit song, Spanish. It was a good song. Chris gets it right. Simpsons, yes, Mascara Snake. Best theme tune, yeah, absolutely. Simpsons, yep. Simpsons, yeah, you're all getting that one right. And should we have one more for luck? Yep. One more for luck. Okay. Oh no, you're going to have to really be old for that. What is this last one? What is Austin Powers' middle name? What is Austin Powers' middle name? Last one. Austin Powers' middle name. Come on. Yeah, baby. Give me some answers. Yeah. Nigel. Miss Blue Sky, Pussy Eater. No. Cambridge, no. Norbert, no. Shaft, no. No. No, Steve. Norbert, no. Shax Delk, no, Kitty. Cyril, says Snake. All right, you're all being a bit silly now. It's danger. No, it's not Sid, Chris. It's danger. It's danger. There we go. So I've copied that over. And I'm going to put it in the Raconteurs news chat as well. I'm putting it here first. So anyone wants to join Raconteurs news, join us in the after chat, please do so. I'm going to post it here. There we go. There's the link for tonight's show. Thanks again, everyone, for watching the show. And I hope you got some information. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done. And and join me again next Tuesday. Are you going to see the lead singer called Tunde of the Lighthouse Family tomorrow? Any of you? No? Must be me. That's why I wasn't meant to be doing a show. Got the dates a little bit wrong. I thought it was tonight, but it's tomorrow night. I'm going to see a very intimate gig of from Tunde of the Lighthouse Family. And cheers, Steve. Been lovely. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you don't know who the Lighthouse Family is, we could be lifted, lifted, lifted. We could be lifted from the shadows, lifted. Hey, yeah, yeah. Come on, join us in the chat, you lovely people. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again next Tuesday for more health news and chat and fun and frolics and very important information. And remember, we've got Cookie and Pete tomorrow, and we have the legend Steve on Thursday on Odyssey, both of them on Odyssey. And and we've got Jimmy on Saturday. So please join us for those shows. I'll be trying to watch them. Well, I won't tomorrow because I'm at a concert watching Tunde on a Wednesday. Tunde on a Wednesday, not Tuesday, not Tunde, but a Wednesday. Remember, they may come as good as you, but they don't come any better. God bless. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. All right. Okay. I'll see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.